Welcome everyone, Alex here at Books A Million. This episode's going to be a double feature showcasing two different book chains, Second & Charles and Books A Million. So Books A Million, or BAM as it's also known as, got its start in 1917 as a newsstand in Alabama. Today they have more than 250 stores in the US. They're still not as big as Barnes & Noble, but they're still one of the largest booksellers in the country. Bookstores aren't where they used to be, with half of the old chains such as Borders and Walden Books long gone. So it's kind of a relief to see some bookstores still going alright. People of Walmart. Yeah, they're the reason I don't go to Walmart. I remember seeing these calendars back around 2016. I guess they're still making them. And a book by Tom Segura. I like his stand-up. I was debating giving this a read. Here's a familiar sight, the For Dummies books. These were everywhere in the late 90s. Looks like they're still keeping up with the times though. There's things like Office 2021 for Dummies. And lately I've been seeing some cookbooks pop up that just don't make any sense. Like this Tomb Raider cookbook. I haven't played Tomb Raider since I was about 8, but I don't recall it having anything to do with cooking. And of course Shaquille O'Neal, because he's everywhere these days. Oh look, a Dummies book. And here's the kids section, and I love that floor. It really takes me back to the early 2000s. Surprisingly, there are no kids here at the time, so I could film it. And And oh yeah, we're gonna get into some Pokemon stuff now. I'm a huge Pokemon fan, though I haven't really played anything since Sun and Moon, and haven't even kept up with anything since then. Yeah, I opened up to one of my favorites, Dunsparce. These guidebooks are cool as collectibles, but in later years I just get my Pokemon information from sites like Cerebi.net. These books just give very basic info at best. And this one was just plain weird. So it says a guide to all 491 Pokemon, and that wouldn't have even been correct for when Diamond and Pearl came out, which was 493. But this gets worse. It says that this was first printed in 2017. That's 10 years after Diamond and Pearl came out. What the hell? I'd say this seems like some bootleg thing, but it's by Viz. These guidebooks have always been prone to errors. I remember having the 10th anniversary edition Pokemon guidebook as a kid, and it had several mistakes throughout the book. These Bulbasaur planters were really cute though. Thought this watch looked familiar. Yeah, there's my boy. These Monopoly versions are getting out of control. I love Lilo and Stitch, but you can buy Lilo? That's weird. So something I didn't even realize until now while editing this episode is that this was actually at Borders, up until Borders closed their locations in 2011. I guess Books A Million bought it from them and opened up immediately after. And of course pop figures. Wonder when these things are gonna start fizzling out. There you can see the buyback counter. I forgot to mention you can also sell your used books to BAM. Not at all locations, but some like this one. Back in the corner here we have the religious section. Bible's next to the bathroom.
The Bible. This is the Bible.
Here's some drinkware, coffee and travel mugs. Speaking of coffee, they do have a coffee shop in here, which we'll be getting a closer look at soon. I'm not huge into comics or anything, but this is kind of a sad selection here. It It was nice being in a bookstore on a cool, rainy autumn day, the smell of coffee and paper. And there's the coffee shop. I couldn't really film it too much because there was a couple people in there. And here's the calendars, which they had a lot of. I did buy one for myself and one for my mom. Oh, look who I found. This Pokemon one, which I didn't really care for. It's kinda lazy, and I got Monferno for my month. Much rather would have had Drapion or Honchkrow. But I got this Maine Coon one. They're one of my favorite cat breeds.
At Second and Charles, we make trading old stuff for new stuff fun and easy. Step 1. Collect your books, CDs, and DVDs you'd like to trade in and bring them to us. Step 2. Once in the store, drop off your items at our buyback desk and take a claim ticket. Step 3. While you're enjoying browsing our wide selection, we use the wonders of technology to assign a value to your items. Step 4. Stay alert by watching the store's TV screens. When your number appears, remain calm and proceed to the buyback desk. Step 5. Once there, we'll make you an offer of either cash or store credit. You can accept our offer or not. Either way, it's lots of fun. Second and Charles, it's all new to you.
Now here we are at Second and Charles, and we jumped back a couple weeks. So this Second and Charles used to be a Barnes & Noble until 2009, and then became Second and Charles sometime around 2013. Second and Charles is a subsidiary of Books A Million and is the newest addition to the BAM family. They started in 2010, which is pretty recent, so there's a good chance you may not have heard of them. Comic section is way bigger than BAM's. And I like this, they always have this display up. Here we have the TV and movie section with a ton of DVDs to choose from. Everybody loves Raymond, not me. As cool as this DVD section is, I still miss Blockbuster. And here's something that I was actually kind of on the lookout for, Third Rock from the Sun. I love this show, and it's getting kind of hard to find it on any streaming services. As I predicted, streaming is becoming a lot like cable. I found this funny given the day I visited. Now, let's get into the video game section. Yeah, they sell and buy video games here. Although this section is significantly smaller than the last time I came here. Gran Turismo 3, one of my favorite games as a kid. One of my first PS2 games, actually. The B-movie game. Nintendo 64, that was my first console. They had the second Rampage there, but I wish they had the Rampage World Tour for 64. I used to have that one. I'd like to get it again. There really were a lot of interesting things behind the glass. This place is always dangerous for my wallet. They also have a lot of board games here. And Pokemon cards. I used to collect the hell out of them. I still have my binder. It's literally about 20 pounds. I might have to do a video on that sometime. Yeah, I don't recognize these Pokemon though. And here's one of my favorite things about this place, the music section. They don't just sell vinyl and CDs here, they also sell stereos and instruments. Mostly just guitars though. Was hoping to see some Misfits, but Metallica took over. I did not consent to this. What? Let's wander over to the CDs, which used to be out on the floor with the general merchandise, but they recently moved them up here, which makes sense. I love looking through CDs. I lost a lot of the ones I had years ago, so I'm just trying to build my collection again. And just in case they go up in price, I want to get them now rather than later. Score! I just found one of my favorite albums by the Rippingtons. I've been obsessed with this band lately. I've been listening to them non-stop this past year, so I'm definitely getting this. If you like 80s jazz and instrumental music, I definitely recommend checking them out. And of course, t-shirts. This place is great for getting gifts for people for the holidays. I highly recommend checking out 2nd & Charles if there's one near you. I'm not sponsored by them, but the store is just so choice. I always come here when I visit the mall. Anyway, we're wrapping things up, and I hope you enjoyed this double feature. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you next time.